Hello and welcome to another Last Epoch build. My name is Bobo and today we have a Fire Necromancer build. But before we get into the build, a big thank you to all of you who like, comment and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Alright, we're running the Fire Necro build. I had a nice Necro on the channel, but it was an old build, so I decided to modernize it a bit. I leveled a new character, made it Fire. I'm still deathless. It's kind of hard to die on Necromancer. I mean, you're pretty one-shottable, but you're always hiding behind your minions, so as long as they don't die, you're pretty safe. I decided to go Fire, so I can use the Volotile zombies, change a little bit around. There's a lot of ways to build your Necromancer. In general, you'll want to have your skeletons, both of them, skeleton and the warriors and the mages, and you'll want your golem. The other two abilities, you can pretty much do whatever you want, but I've decided to go Volatile Zombie to try it a little bit, and I went for Transplant as a means of escape, and it also increases our damage when I use it, and it fears all our enemies, so it's a defensive escape ability. And yeah, you just walk and everything dies. And whenever you see a little bit of a stronger mob, you summon the volatile zombies. I'll get more into detail in the build, but basically the volatile zombies will remove the armor, help with damage, and reduce their armor, make it easier to kill. And that's it. Let's get into the build. So for this build we're running summon skeletons, summon bone golem, summon skeletal mage, summon volatile zombie, and summon transplant. I didn't want it to be left out, okay? Anyway, for summon skeletons, we're going Fire. We're taking 3 points in unholy range, mainly travel, 1 point in lone guardian, 1 point in removal of warriors. So now we can only summon archers. We want the fire arrow. The fire arrow is there. I can't even show you. I need to remove the others to show you, because else it will be a cluster. Golem. This is the fire attack. The fire attack, fire arrow. It shoots 4 arrows. It's our main source of AoE. We want more skeletons, some more damage for them. Took 1 point in bone armor. This doesn't do anything. And cooldown reduction, so they will shoot more arrows. Last 2 points, I am going to put 1 more point in grave walkers, so we get another skeleton, and 1 more point in impatience, so they will cast even more. They will shoot more volleys. This is our AoE damage. The more volleys they shoot, it deals a lot of fire damage, and it's really good. You could tweak this a little and remove Mightier Than the Sword. You don't get this point, so you still have 1 warrior, because this will limit you to 1 warrior, and it will be able to cast bone armor, so it will reduce the damage. And you take bone share instead, so remove the point from Mightier Than the Sword, put it in bone share, and your warrior will start buffing you, giving everyone a shield. Okay, your bone golem, this is our defensive golem. Where is it? Golem here. He is hard to hit, he taunts, and hard to hit, taunts, and can dodge. Okay, stop attack. So, I usually go for the spectral golem, so he fears and has a lot of dodge. But you can tweak this as you wish. This is basically our tank. On bosses, he'll be tanking, the others will be attacking, we'll be hiding like cowards. So we'll go for health and armor, making him stronger. He gives some speed to himself and to everyone around him. This is only movement speed. It doesn't really affect damage, but I like to have them walking fast. It's not obligatory. You mainly need the health, armor, and threat. That's it. The rest of points I went into Spectral Golem, but a Blood Golem could work fine. But you wanted a defensive golem. And yeah, took the last 3 points I'm gonna put in more armor, granted to nearby minions, so my minions will be a little bit more tanky. But it's pretty basic, this one. Summon skeletal mages. This is our main source of single target damage. We go for base crit, this is really good, and attack speed. We go for crit multiplier and maximum health gain on crit. 5% is enough, they will crit a lot, they keep attacking and healing. One more mage, fire, we want the pyromancers, and we remove all the others. So basically we have fire mages shooting a lot of bolts that are easy to crit, and they deal a lot of damage. I'll quickly show them to you. The mages here, as you see, they crit a lot, almost all the time. Wait, I need to stop them from attacking. They crit almost all the time, so it's really good. Last 3 points I'm going, you could go for Splinter Dominion, so they shoot the volley. I think it will proc sometime. You see that 3 bolts, that's the volley. Is it really good? It is. It helps a lot with AoE, but I want those mainly for the single target damage, so I'm going for Frenzy. I'll put 2 points in Frenzy and 1 point in Splintered Dominion. So it's a 50% chance to shoot the projectiles, and they will have a 20% chance to Frenzy. I think that's a really good compromise. You deal a lot of damage and they attack really quickly. Another notable point is the Grave Tide. The adaptive spell damage is really amazing for them. It helps them out a lot, gives them a bunch of base damage. So yeah, get that. You can again change this a little bit around, but I would suggest keeping the adaptive spell damage and the base crit. And of course you want them to heal a little bit, so 1 point. You can put 2 points here instead of the Frenzy. You kinda have to mix and match. The noteworthy points, again, Gravetitude, you want this one, the crit, and the extra skeleton, and of course fire, and remove the other mage. We're specking all in fire. Everything is fire, except the golem, but the golem is not there for damages. He's there for healing, so we don't care. I mean, he's there for tanking, so we don't care about his damage. He just needs to get hit. Volatile zombie. The volatile zombies, I went for this one, the vomit, with the armor shred. So I went for summon speed. I took 2 points here, 4 points in poison chance, so I can travel to this one, to the flammable ones, so I turn them into fire and give them ignite chance. I made them vomit on enemies. This is a really good amount of damage. I gave them a lot more of vomit damage, and I gave them the armor shred chance. This is extremely good for bosses. You will basically reduce all their armor. You're gonna have 6 zombies vomiting on the boss, and it will instantly remove all his armor, and then the warriors and mages can just zerk him down. Last 3 points I'm gonna put in the reduced speed. I don't really want anything from the zombies. Maybe you can make them explode, you can make them get more damage and more speed, you can make them leap if you want. Yeah, I think I'll go in damage and speed, but I mainly want the armor shred on them. They are gonna be my yeah, I can make. As you see, the armor shred piles up really quickly. It's one zombie reduces 8 stacks of armor. So if you have 6, it's 8 times 6. And according to my calculations, it means that that's a lot. You see, there instantly removes all their armor. They make them deal a lot more damage, the other guys, so it's really good. Lastly, I went for Transplant. I just wanted to have the fear, so you go for 2 points travel in area, 1 point travel in physical to necrotic, and then you go fear on departure, fear on arrival. So if you're getting bunched up by a bunch of mobs, you fear, you transplant away, and you fear them. You see that little circle, it fears them. It's not a long fear, but it gives you a little bit of time to escape. And also, after I transplant, there's 4 seconds, my minion deals 60% extra damage, which is really good. Remaining points I went defensive, so armor, less damage taken, more effect of the bone armor, and more bone armor duration. So it's basically a purely defensive ability for me, except for the 60% damage. Last 3 points I'll go in less health cost, and I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put the other 2 points. Maybe, I don't know if it's in cast speed, I'm not really sure, but or maybe just go for the bone minion, the little minion here, but it's not really important. You mainly want the defense and the fear. Alright, so talents. P, I want Acolyte, 20 points, 8 points in intelligence, necrotic resistance, 7 points in vitality, and 5 points in increased minion attack and cast speed. This is really good. This bonus also applies to you. It's meh. You can summon your volatile skeletons faster. You'll basically be using volatile skeletons when you need, and just for the rest you're just walking. Necromancer. I went for 8 points in Risen Army, attack speed, cast speed, minion damage. I went for some more health and the hunger duration. When I pot, it gives them hunger, increases their attack and cast speed. It's not that great. It's 30 health. It's not that great, but it's not bad. You could also go for minion health, minion armor if you want, but I don't know. The initial points are not really that great. I went for health regen, minion health regen, minion health, this is not bad, and 1 point for the maximum amount of skeleton. So 25 points up to here. We can start spending points in the good part of the tree. Also, worth noting, some people take 3 points here and then go for the armor shred. We don't need this because we're using the volatile zombies, and the volatile zombies are reducing their armor by a lot. So this is unrequired. We might as well give them some health. Alright, 2 points travel in Tyrant and 1 point in maximum number of skeletons. I have 2 points here. This will eventually be maxed to 5, so 5 points in Frenetic Summons. This one is really good. River of Bones, crit multiplier, leech. This makes your skeletons pretty much immortal. Heresy, we want 10 points. A lot of intellect, a lot of crit, 10 points in Moonlight Pyre, base damage. Always go for base damage, it's the best thing in game. Rite of the Undead, elemental resistance, but we basically want the minion elemental damage, so we max this, eventually 10 points, and 1 point in another Skeletal Mage. And yeah, this pretty much is the tree. Lich, you can take some points in intellect. When you keep leveling, you'll have more points to spend, so go for intellect. The rest of the points go here, and max this one, max that one, max those 3. 1, 2, 3, and Lich intellect. For gear, my gear is crap. I'm using leveling gear. I just leveled this dude. Of course, you want the death rattle. It's really important. Gives you a lot of damage. And the Reach of the Grave is not good. It's a required level 5. I use it just to level, and I get stuck with it all the time. You'll want this weapon. Let me find it really quick. Where is it? This one. Yes. This will give 148 increased minion fire damage. All our minions are fire damage, so that's really good. Gives them fire resistance, we don't care about that. Some damage reflected, that's really good, because things will be attacking our minions, so it will give them damage back. And then we have a 60% chance for the nearest minion to the target location to cast Dragon Flame Nova when you use a minion skill. We'll be using the minion skill all the time, because we're using summon volatile zombies almost all the time. And basically, when we're summoning them, we will keep the mouse button near the boss, and the minion, the closer minion to him, will do like a fire elemental nova from the mage, the fire elemental nova. For idols, this is the best idol you can have. Okay, ignore the less damage taken over time, this is what I got, but the 2% base crit. It's the max you can get, it's 2%, you'll want 4 of these, I don't have 4, but these are really good. It's base crit, I'll wait for my zombies to explode. Okay, it's base crit. If you have 4, it's 2 times 4, it's 8% base crit, so it's really good. You'll just need a little bit more crit percent for them to be 100. If you don't have 4 of these, or if you don't have a lot of these, you can go for the silver medal, the increased crit chance. It's not as good, it's not nearly as good, but it's something. So yeah, increased crit. You basically want all the crit. In the Ice Nova, in the Ice Necromancer, we didn't get the crit because we had the Dread Shade, and Dread Shade can give you 100% to crit. I don't know where it is. Yeah, minions always crit. So we didn't go for crit because we had the egoism, so minions always crit. But now we don't run Dread Shade, so we want to get the crit from somewhere else. Yeah, and that's the build. It's really fun build. Well, it's really passive build. You can chill, you can just walk and have your minions do everything for you. It's not bad. It will take you an hour to summon all the minions before you can go in a map, but it's pretty fun. As Necromancer build goes, this is a really nice one. So try it out. Ask me anything. I played the Necromancer quite a lot, so I think I can help you with it. And yeah, good luck. Also for the rest of the guild, for the rest of the gear, I didn't really mention it. You go for health, resistances, all the defenses, then just minion damage, intellect, maybe some minion health, and I just go minion crit. That's it. Good luck, and see you next time. Bye.